What's up, y'all? What's up, man? What's up? I'm trying to get some shit in order. What's up with y'all, though, man? Marcus in the building. What's going on? He said 5100. Salute to the panel in the chat. Appreciate it. Reckless Rico. Let me, matter of fact, Reckless Ray in the building. I said Reckless Rico. I'm thinking about the nigga from Chicago. That's crazy. That's wild. Let me send out the link to the what's the name because I forgot to send it to the chat, bro. But what y'all got going on, man? What y'all fellas got going on, man? Talk to me. I got a couple things I want to speak on, bro. Couple things, you know. We're gonna see how it go though. I'm really just trying to. This is kind of was an impromptu live. I decided I need to do it. So I'm here, you know. Yeah. Let me see. Let me share this junk to the chat. What's up with it though, gang? What y'all got going, man? What's the move? What's the motion? What we got going? You did what I'm saying. How many of y'all seen me last night on Lucky Marie? I don't know what they call that pound. I done forgot, but it's a bunch of women. I know that for sure. It's it's Vag City in that motherfucker. No cap. No problem with that though, you know. But it's definitely an interesting thing. Definitely an interesting thing. Hold on. What that man say? Ben, okay. Yeah, that was crazy last night, y'all. Let me go on. Let me go and get to it. So I wanted to have this conversation with y'all because last night kind of sparked this thought in my head. But this, if my guy, hey, it's definitely the Illuminati in there, on my soul. Like it was different. It was different. Like I experienced some things over there that just damn, like it kind of caught me by surprise being in a space that's predominantly men. So you would be on a panel that more times than not is going to be more men than women. But for the first time for me, it was the first time I was on a panel where I was the minority as far as male female. Like it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Illuminati. That's what I'm gonna have to call them folks. Them folks have Illuminati on me. Like that shit. That shit, they're crazy, gang. I ain't gonna lie. But so anyway, I wanted to like do a little rundown right quick. I ain't gonna be with y'all too long. 2 hours tops. So if y'all can rock with me for 2 hours, I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. But I was thinking about how I came to be a spectator in this space to becoming a content creator in this space. And I remember as a spectator when I first entered this space, I saw it earlier on before I got married, and that was 2014, maybe 15. And I didn't know all the players, but I knew most of the major players and people that were pretty good at what they did. And the reason I even came to this space was because I was interested in the things that they were talking about because I was affected by them. Child support, divorce, parental alienation, um, the happy life, happy wife dynamics, things of that nature that really spoke home to me and something I've experienced, things that I, you know, have had strong opinions about, or, even some opinions were favorable to women or some not so favorable. But that's why I was in this space, is because it was something that made a lot of sense to me. It hit home for me. Bro, I don't know. I don't know, is it because I used to be a rapper? Well, I'm still a rapper and still can out rap anybody, especially Beans ass. But I just gotta have a beat when I'm talking, bro. Like I just have to have a beat. Like I don't know why I'm like that, but I'm like that. And I'm like that. I'm like that on me. But yeah, so let me go with my guy beat, man. That's my guy. My guy double G double underscore G. One of the hardest cold. Two G's, man, double G. So let me know if y'all can hear me. I know that beat sometimes warps your sound. So let me know if y'all can hear me. But so yeah, so just basically breaking down how I came into this space, right? And I said this a long time ago, and I got flack for it. And people was like, you know, you're just a misogynist, or you're just simple-minded. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to rap, right? I'm not. I gotta have a beat, gang. I don't know why. I just gotta have a beat. But yeah, I rap though for sure. Like I do that shit. That's effortless to me. But appreciate it, y'all. Let me know I'm good. So I remember when the Courtney Michelle's, the Danica Marie's, I guess Lucky Marie too. Even though I don't really see Lucky Marie on Danica Marie's level yet. I think she'll be there though, honestly. But I remember when the wave of women really started coming to the space. Now, not every woman that came into the space was problematic, but I thought the general idea of women coming into a space that was meant for men could be problematic, not just on its face, but if the message started to get watered down because of women's feelings. And that's what you see a lot in this space now. And it's actually turned into the sphere, the space. It ain't even really, it's really not even the manosphere no more. Like, it's really just the space. Like, women hold real estate in this motherfucker. Some of the bigger channels in this space are women. So can we really call it the manosphere? I wouldn't, but hey, if you're in this space having this conversation, that's most likely what you're going to be called if you're a man. I don't know what they say about women. I'm going to call them the Illuminati, the feminist Illuminati, nigga. They are Illuminati, right? But they came into this space, and some of them had some really good ideas, and a lot of them came into the space with the idea that they're going to be what they call a pick-me, or an advocate for men. That line can really get blurred, right? But nonetheless, that's what they came in here as. Shout out to Marcus Evans. Appreciate you being here, bro. He said, like, share, and subscribe. Hey, he said it, not me. You know what I'm saying? So you want to do what that guy says. I'm just saying. All right. So they came into this space and they had some opinions. But what I thought would happen started to happen. They couldn't take what men were saying, because this space is really a space where people will say their unadulterated comments, their opinions. This is literally the barbershop on social media, right? Nothing I have never heard before, but it was quiet. When the barbershop, these conversations wasn't really had outside of there. And it was barely had there because it started to be, you know, on some barbershop shit like the movie. More and more barbershops and beauty shops started colliding, you know, started being together. So it changed the dynamic, right? Nope, Lucky can't make it to that level because she a chameleon. She do her thing as far as communicating. She makes panels look nice, but she a damn chameleon. I don't even know if I can call Lucky a chameleon, because, like, I don't consider her like a male advocate, or I don't know. I see her as like, I don't know. I can't even really say how I see Lucky. I can't even tell you, but she says good points sometimes. But I think she more leans towards the feminine, of course, like the female perspective. You know, it's kind of like I expect that. I expect that from women, especially like nice looking women like Lucky. Like, she's not going to be a male advocate. I don't think so. And I never seen her as one. So maybe I've been out the loop for a minute, so I don't even know what people are posing as, or What are that like? What their mission is? I don't know. But this is also why I'm even having this conversation, because I don't think people really have missions in this space. I think people are just running their mouth and trying to make money and create entertainment and make money in the same time. So when I see these panels, I don't even see like people that really have a mission. Like me and Tez, the 5100 podcast, and the Pookie Hybrid channel, and Tez Defy the channel, we came into this space to really like make a difference. Now that might have been foolish on our part, but that was really our honest intention. I remember when I was getting cool with Beans. Matter of fact, this is when I was getting cool with Beans, Poppy Blanco, Marcus. Who else? Shit. It was a gang of people. Tommy B, Freezy. So you know, I had ran into some solid people, right? But things started to go left, and like lines got blurred, you know. But I thought the conversations early on with the newer guys coming into the space, and you could basically say me and Beans and other guys came into the space at the same time as content creators. Like we wasn't here long, you know, as content creators. I had been in the space as a spectator, but as a podcaster / live streamer / content creator, I hadn't been in the space. So yesterday, did I get invited yesterday? I think she hit me up Sunday night. Let me make sure I'm accurate on that. Let me see what Bean said first. Bean says, what I mean by comedian is she runs from the left to the right. There's left, there's right, and there's middle. My perception is that she runs from left to right. Okay. She runs from left to right versus choosing a side or being actually fair. I see how you could come to that conclusion. Like I said, I haven't really watched enough of her content. I don't even watch female content creators like that. Not saying y'all do, but I don't be knowing, bro. I barely watch the men now. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know what people be doing. But from what I saw last night, and from what I have seen of her in the past, I see how you could come to that conclusion. But yeah, so she hit me up. I think she hit me up Sunday, right? Let me be sure, because I want to be completely accurate here. Okay, I think she hit me up. She hit me up Friday. Yeah, she hit me up Friday night, Saturday. So she hit me up, and I'm gonna say something. When she hit me up, I was like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like it was almost like, why? Now I think that I had found her on TikTok, and I commented up under a picture she posted. She looked like Jasmine from Aladdin to me on the picture, so I commented whatever. And maybe she got to looking at my content and thought, you know, he'd be a good additive to the show. I don't know what she was thinking at that time, but it definitely caught me off guard when she invited me to be on her show. But when I got there, I sort of understood why I was invited to the show. But I didn't understand it immediately, right? So I'm gonna show y'all some footage from the show last night. Fair use, you know what I'm saying? Don't try to block this shit, you know what I mean? Let's just have the conversation. Let me put this on the screen though. To CYO, what is it? CYOA? Cover your own ass, yeah. CYOA. So let me do that. Where is it? Fair use. Here we go. All right. So let's go ahead and pull up the first conversation that made me think, oh, this is a little different. You know what I mean? Not negative, just different. Right? So let's do that. Oh no, this is the wrong one. I got up two. Let's do this one. That is me in that wonderful, luxurious velvet durag, right? Ah. Ray knows what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, okay. But you know what? I'm gonna say this. It's not, I'm making an example today off of this panel and this conversation, but it's not that simple. Um it's not just them. It's not even really them. It's not even Lucky or her panel per se. It's this space. This space is starting to expose some things that I might have should have listened to Poppy Blanco when he told me back in the day. He said, "This shit is entertainment. This is not real. People do not care." And I should have listened to Poppy, but yeah. What do you say? Beans be so with the shit. Beans just gonna say it. I get you defending your boo, but yeah, based on my interpretation, she is definitely a chameleon. I'm gonna let y'all sort that one out. Marcus, where do I know you from, bro? Marcus Evans, where do I know you from? I feel like I've been on a panel with you or something. I'm trying to think of where I know you from. But okay, so let's get to it. So what I'm about to show y'all is an interaction between me and Sherelle. Now, before I get into the interaction, me and Sherelle have a very, very brief history. When I came into the space as a content creator, that's when I had seen Sherelle before, in her name. I can't remember what her name used to be back in the day, but I remember Sherelle because she ended up saying it on the show one day, and I was like, oh, I remember this chick, right? But me and her from the beginning, like me and her kind of hit it off. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? Like I liked the way she thought. She trolled a lot, right? She is queen troll. Really, her trolling is so next level. It was so next level. Like it didn't even have a gender, in my opinion. Like it was such a great job of trolling. She was just the best troll, male, female, whatever you want to say. And I remember, I think it might have been a Black Man Unfiltered back chat after a show, but it was, matter of fact, podcast, you were there. We talked that whole night, bro. It was me, you, and Sherelle, and I was talking about how I was thinking about going into trucking, but it was gonna pull me away from my daughter. And we had just like man, woman, daughter, son, father, you know what I'm saying? Type of conversation where we really got to get some understanding of each other. You remember that night, Beans? That was a crazy night. That was a good ass conversation, bro. But yeah, you remember that, Beans? All right, let me see. Were y'all cool? Who? Me and who? Sherelle? Or I don't know. Let me know who you talking about, bro. What up, though? What We Know podcast. I believe that's JT. Yeah, podcast. Yep, in the back chat that day. Yep, we talked about like relationship, life, being a father. You know, she was kind of giving out her perspective on relationships and shit like that. Like it was a dope conversation that night. Oh yeah, Keisha. This and shout out to Keisha. Matter of fact, let me Keisha inbox me your you know what? I'm just gonna make you a mod. Let's do that. Let's see. I'm gonna make you a mod. You can just drop your channel in the chat, love. Let them know what you do. You know what I'm saying? Just put your chat. You can just copy and paste your URL and let them know where they can find you. I'm gonna put that in the chat right now. Give me just a sec. I'm gonna make you a mod so you can drop. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, hold on. Let me do this. All right, we're gonna make. Oh, she's on. Okay, you on the other channel. Hold on, love. Hold on. Give me just a minute. Hold on. But yeah. So I remember when me and Sherelle had that conversation in the back chat, and Beans was in the back chat. We were having a a great conversation that day, and that's how me and Sherelle, like that's how I removed the troll perception I had of her, and I started to see her as Sherelle at that point. At first I didn't see her. I just saw her as like this annoying ass troll that just would not stop, bro. You know what I'm saying? So Sports Talk with Rob. What's up, my guy? Let me see. I'm gonna make you a mod. Keisha, I'm doing it right now. I finally found it. You are now a moderator. So you can drop your link in the chat and they'll be able to go view your page, love. So go on do that. Let them know who you is. All right. So let me go back to this video. Y'all done pulled up. Ricky, what up, man? What up, man? What up, man? What up, man? Okay, so y'all go check out Keish Jam, my girl Keisha from the city podcast, man. Bigger than Memphis, you know what I'm saying? She does a great job over there, very hospitable, very good at what she does, and she's coming up. So y'all go support her, give her a like, give her a subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And like Beans used to say, when you go watch one of her shows in your comment section, tell her who sent you, man. Tell her 5100 CJ, aka the Pookie Hybrid, sent you there. All right. So where was I? Okay, here I was. All right, so we're gonna go to this show, right? Is that it? I got a couple tabs up at once, so I'm recycling through this shit. All right, so me and Sherelle had an interaction, right? And this interaction happened when I was asked a question about what was it? They were asking me something about my ex. Like they were asking me, let's just go ahead and play it because I don't hardly remember. I watched some of it though. Let's do that. Like set a hard line for her. Like she wouldn't let people, because people, all her friends walked over.
She had no boundaries.
Yeah,
like she did.
It's got bad quality.
Now, look at looks on faces. Like you gotta look at, because I didn't really catch it until I watched some of it again. I want you to pay attention to just the looks on the ladies' faces, right? That's how you'll make sense of it.
Manosphere.
I mean, I agree with some manosphere talking points, but like at some point, it's like I don't give a fuck with your data and saying what Dr. Jerry Buss said and shit. You got to have the experience with the woman. You see what I'm saying? Like I got the experience with women, so when a lot of stuff they be saying, I'm like, yeah, that shit makes sense in a book, but when you actually dealing with a woman, it don't make sense.
I was all good when I said that.
She was fit and everything else that you wanted. Would you have chosen her?
Yeah, and she had a kid. There was no problem. If she wasn't a goofy, and if she had like set a hard line for herself, like she wouldn't let people, because people, all her friends walked over.
She had no
her,
boundaries.
Yeah,
like she did.
it's like just got bad qualities, not like goofy, like you joking.
That's what I mean by goofy. Yeah, that's what.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you was like,
all
saying
good.
goofy, like Chicago people say goofy. I'm thinking the girl was like laughing too much.
Memphis,
like laughing too much.
Memphis is like we cousins. Chicago niggas and Memphis niggas cousins, bro. Like they ain't nothing but
so you could like get over on her. You could get over on her.
Yeah, if I really wanted to.
That's why he said green.
Which I understand, because why would you want her if anybody else could get over? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, yeah, I got you.
But I just want to know, just for conversation's sake.
So let me ask y'all a question. I'm turning it up. My bad, Keisha. But let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all know what semantics means? Do y'all know what green means or goofy, right? Especially like was I unclear when I was explaining what goofy was? Was I unclear when I said she didn't have, like, basically she didn't have boundaries? Some people got it. So some of the ladies got it. So I'm just wondering, was I clear? Okay. Marcus says yes. Okay. All right. So, but it gets interesting. I wasn't clear. Okay. So I wasn't clear. He said I was. Okay. Anybody else? Was I unclear to y'all? Because it's possible. I'm open to the fact that I wasn't clear. Was I making sense? Is what I said about green, or is what I said about being goofy is like, was that hard to understand to anybody? I just like to know. I'm gonna run it back and I'm gonna turn it up. Okay, I was clear. Y'all said I was clear. Okay, let's keep going.
Say, can you describe green? Like, what does that mean? She was too green.
I mean, she didn't understand like how to function in a relationship. Like, it was like got to the point where it was like, if I don't know, shared a post on Facebook and she didn't like it, like she didn't know how to just bring the conversation to me in a respectful manner. It had to be 10. Like, it's always 10. It's never just understanding how to have the conversation, because it's not like I wouldn't ever change a behavior that was problematic. It's just like, but goddamn, watch how you coming to me. You feel what I'm saying? It's just stuff like that. Like, she didn't understand.
Is that a good is that not green when somebody comes into a relationship and doesn't know how to do simple things like communicate effectively, not even just on a high level, but just effectively? Like, if you're having an issue, babe, I'm having an issue and I don't like that. Now, motherfucker, was that clear? I'm checking, right? And look, y'all know me. If I'm out of pocket in your mind, tell me. I can assess what you're saying, and if I agree, I will agree. He says, "Bruh, you was clear. Women hear blah 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 until a trigger word pops up." That's what they face. Some of their faces was telling me, like, this nigga, what is this nigga talking about? Right? That's the vibe I got. But I don't know. It could be something different.
Staying in a relationship, you don't do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, she just didn't.
And that's
What
what
you think,
green is?
Star?
I can't use that one.
You said what?
What's green? That's what green means?
This
Green
was
like
your
the
girlfriend? Because I thought
You
green,
don't
I
know no
thought always
better.
green
You
means,
don't know
yeah,
no better.
green means
That's how I looked at it.
you new. Green means you're just new to things and you don't understand things. So
Green is another word for naive, not understanding, lame. Okay.
like y'all first boyfriends, y'all was green. When you got into your first
I
relationship,
feel
you
like
was
I
green.
was her first. I feel like I was her first like guy that really took her
And that was
serious.
your
I believe.
boyfriend? That was your girlfriend?
Yeah, because
So
honestly,
you picked the girl that was green
yeah.
and
Then I
overweight.
stopped.
And then you got into her. Wait.
All right. Here it is. Now, this is why I cannot stand this space. This is exactly why I cannot stand this space, because of what she's about to do. I need y'all to hear what she's about to say. She asked, did I choose somebody that was green? Off the meat rack. If those who don't know what that means, off the meat rack where I'm from, mean off the muscle. Immediately, right? Immediately, she went to asking a facetious question. Obviously, I chose somebody who was green, right? I obviously chose somebody who was green. She immediately asked, so you chose somebody who was green. Obviously, it was a rhetorical question, but she asked it. Now let's keep going. I got you, Keith. Give me just a second. I got you. I'm gonna answer all your questions.
Wait, they
But
got into a relationship with a woman that was green and overweight, and then you left her because she was green and overweight.
First of all, I didn't say overweight. She would be overweight. I saw like it take time.
Right here. Right here. This is when I realized. This is when I realized that this space was no longer a male space anymore. Like, it's not, I'm not even saying that's problematic, because I wasn't really involved in it like I used to be anyway. But it was just like, it dawned on me in that very moment when she pulled that move. I was like, I chose a woman who was green and overweight, and she threw overweight in. I didn't even say she was overweight. I said the way she was eating was a problem, which means in the future she would be overweight. And when I'm talking to a woman, especially when I'm talking to her seriously, at this point, I still want another kid, right? So I was thinking, if she has a bad eating habit and we have a kid, this woman will blow up. That is problematic for me. right? Not that a woman can't blow up and lose it, because I get you can lose it. The way that woman that I was referring to was moving, I knew she wasn't going to lose it. She was just going to get bigger and bigger, and I wasn't going to be in a relationship. But so I'm gonna show y'all what I said right here, right? Okay. She said, now she just asked the question. She said, you wanted to be with somebody that was green and overweight. That's not what I said, but I did choose somebody that was green and overweight. And they immediately got to the catty shit. Right. And that's what women do. I'm not sitting here like acting as if that's the worst thing ever. I understand women. It's just what they do. Like, God, it really took us.
And that was your boyfriend? That was your girlfriend?
Yeah, because
so you picked the girl that was green?
Yeah.
And overweight. And then you got into her. Wait.
Here's a face. Here's a face. Here's a face. Who's like the ringleaders of this? 1, Fantasy Island Girl. 2, not in order, just the people. Lucky. 3, Sherelle, the Get Back Gang Major General. That name crazy. Like, god damn, that's a crazy name. But that's who's doing most of the reaction. That's who's in control of the conversations. That's who the big dog is on the panel. These are the 3 big dogs on the panel. I would say Sherelle, clout wise, is the big dog, but of course, this is Lucky's panel. So Lucky's, technically the biggest dog here, but they battling for 1 and 2 for sure.
They got into a relationship with a woman that was green and overweight, and then you left her because she was green and overweight.
First of all, I didn't say overweight.
Right here. They see, this is what I'm saying. Where is the logic in this? I never downed the woman I was talking about. I never said she was a horrible woman. I just said she was goofy and she was green. But I also said, but she was a good woman. Nobody wanted to talk about that. And this is what I'm getting at. I'm gonna let it play, but this is what I'm getting at. They expect, because they're in this space, that I'm going to be the guy that's going to blame the woman and say she's a horrible person and tear her down. They were so focused on that because that's what I was brought there for. I didn't realize it at the time. I thought I was honestly being brought in for a good conversation. And let me not say this. I don't think that they were ill-intended, like trying to ruin my reputation or something. But I think I was meant to do something, right? And they didn't want to hear what I said about my ex. So when this question that Sherelle asked, and everybody's making these faces, when she asked, you chose a woman that was green and overweight, I immediately said, yes, I chose a green woman. I never said she was overweight, but I did choose a green woman. And watch what I'm about to say here. I stand on what I say, bro. She would be overweight. It take time, man. Like, I don't come into a relationship. I mean, I know you think you made a point, but you really didn't. Like, I didn't come into a relationship. I just said, I know you think you made a point, but you really didn't. Listen to Sherelle. Sherelle is to the right. I don't know. Is it y'all right? Well, yeah, it's the right. With the nice curls over here in the pink. She looked nice that day too. I didn't down her. I didn't say she wasn't shit. I said when I came into, not even listening. I'm paying attention, bro. Now at this point, my antennas are up. She's saying point made, and she literally made no point. Just keep listening. Into the relationship, and I realized it wasn't that. I moved on. It's just that simple. Like, I didn't waste time. I saw what it was. I kept it moving. What you want me to say?
How long before y'all got into the relationship?
We probably dated for maybe 2 or 3 months. Then we got into a relationship.
Green to me is like PNB Rock and his baby mama. Like, he's a celebrity and they out in public and she posted his location everywhere he at. That's Green.
That is a great example.
Now they understand what green means. They weren't listening to me, gang. And that hurt my fragile male ego. because like how could these women not submit to me? Cause they weren't listening, gang. They weren't listening. They just weren't, bro. You know what I'm saying? I just kind of let it be what it is. Hold on, that Courtney Michelle in the building. I ain't even see her. Being green isn't necessarily bad. It's just you're naive about something. I'm green when it comes to some topics. You know what? It'll play in this in this saga. But I actually said that. I said it's some areas you cannot be green in for me. And sex is one area I don't care if you're green in because I'm gonna teach you how I like it anyway. I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like I actually prefer a woman to be green in the bed. I don't want a woman to be green when it comes to how to treat a man or what it is to be a woman. Like I ain't here to teach you how to be a woman. I can teach you how to be my woman, but I'm not here to teach you how to be a woman. That's green to me. If you ain't understanding that, that's to me, that's green. If you're not understanding how to talk to me when you have conflict with me, that's a green person. Because you don't understand. That's how I look at green. You naive, you don't understand, you eyeball. You know what I'm saying? Some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have time for it. Right. So let me see. Okay. So let me get back to it. Oh yeah, it got crazy, Charles. It got crazy. No, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that context, gang. They don't. They don't want to hear it because it didn't matter. That last night context didn't matter. Just didn't matter. But let's let them pepper me with more questions. I was here for it. I was cool with it.
That
Well,
is a
that's
good example. Just
Okay.
Or she's trying to
very.
set you up. But yeah.
But what if she's not? So
I
like
think she
that's
was
the
just
problem.
slow.
If you're a part of some
But
shit like this,
I don't have a
you
problem
need to
with
choose your
green
partner
by
wisely.
itself.
You
Though.
can't just choose some girl that's not about that life and be like, oh, she's green. She's
I
not about
said I didn't choose green. I didn't say I have a problem with green by itself. That's what I just said on there. I said I don't have a problem with green by itself. Like on its own, green is not a problem. That's what I was saying.
not about that life. She's not from that life, and you either have to teach her or leave her alone.
They really just judged me because I had that wonderful, immaculate, fresh ass royal blue do rag. That's all it was. That was hating on the do rag, cuz. You know what I'm saying? That was hating on the do rag. That's all that shit was. But they hurt my little fragile ego when they started talking to me like that.
Because she's not expecting. I have to look over my shoulder
I
all
left
the
her
time
alone.
because so and so
That's
is
why
not
he
going to
left
be
her
my man
alone.
all the
Yeah.
time.
That's why I left her alone. Like it's like,
Yeah.
and you can be
What's
green in
true?
some shit, but some shit you can't be green in, bro. Like
Hold on, what I
But
just
I
say?
see that's where I think
Leave them hood niggas
overall,
alone.
Like he's a celebrity, and they out in public, and she posted his location everywhere he at. That's green.
that
that's
is a
dope.
great example.
That
Or
is
that's
a good example. Just
Okay.
or she's trying to
very.
set you up. But yeah.
But what if
Green.
she's not? So
I
like
think she
that's
was
the
just
problem.
slow.
If you're a part of some
But
shit like
I
this,
don't have a
you
problem
need to
with
choose your
green
partner
by
wisely.
itself
You
though.
can't just choose some girl that's not about that life and be like, oh, she's green. She's not about that life.
See that life shit. And I didn't even check it because it was at this moment, if you just look at my face, I'm like, oh, that's what this is. Like it's like dawning on me what's going on. So I'm at this point, I'm really not even listening for. Like I hear her and I'm about to respond to her, but I'm not intently listening because now I'm like they really just tried to she really just tried to like get off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like Sherelle tried to get off on me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was really like, damn, gang, like you really trying, you know what I'm saying? You so busy trying to prove me wrong that you really didn't even hear what I said. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay. And I started to just look to my left and my right and below. And I was like, I'm surrounded by women. And Jay Stanza, he was cool, but he ain't really how can I explain Jay Stanza? Like he didn't really have much to say of substance. And I'm not trying to say the brother was not smart or anything like that. He just really didn't have. I don't know if he's used to having these conversations. I don't know, but it didn't seem like he was engaged fully for real. That's what it seemed like to me. So I felt like I was by myself. Hey man, that hoe was fine. Right. Okay, let's go.
Life. She's not from that life, and you either have to teach her or or leave her alone because she's not expecting. I have to look over my
Why I
shoulder all
left
the
her
time
alone.
because so and so
That's
is
why he
operating
left
in
her
my man
alone.
all the
Yeah.
time.
That's why I left her alone. Like,
But
it's like,
I didn't see this. What I hate I did that because I didn't. It wasn't because I'm about this life. Like, bro, I've been out the streets. I gotta be careful how I say this shit. I've been out the streets for a while. You know what I'm saying? A while. When I was dealing with, I wasn't in the fucking streets. I was working at a fucking goddamn a warehouse that did auto parts, bro. Like, and I was working hella hours and taking care of my daughter. And like I didn't mean like they looking at green. And this is I think this is Fantasy Island Girls thing because I've seen this with her a few times. Like I think she's fascinated by the Pookie per se, not me, but just the idea of the streets. Like I don't think she want to be with him or nothing like that. But I think she has a fantasy about him. You know what I'm saying? Like I think she is intrigued by it, but it's like most people when it comes to like the Chicago, you know, STL and O Block War, the GDBD War, you know, Peace Stone, Vice Lord Wars. Like it's like the outside looking in is interesting, right? So she's speaking as if she's a fan, not even a fan, but like she's speaking as if someone is just like reading about the hood and it's like, no, but this is what I read in the hood. Like this, and it's like, bro, I'm not even talking about that. I'm not even talking about the streets, bro. Like I'm literally just talking about her being green. But she took it, I think she just took it the wrong way. But I think she ended up getting it later. You know what I'm saying? Really, me and Fantasy didn't have a problem. I really didn't have a problem with nobody here, but Fantasy Island Girl in this conversation, we didn't bump heads at all. No really dissenting points of views. We had one on what's my boy Philosophical's channel. We bumped heads there, but overall, I didn't really have an issue with her at all last night. So I'm gonna keep going.
it's like,
Yeah.
and you can be
What's
green in
your
some shit, but some shit you can't be green in, bro. Like,
well? I see. That's what I think. I
Leave them
think
hood niggas
overall,
alone.
I think overall, if a woman is supposed to be inexperienced, in my opinion, but I'm not a man
Mhm.
dating a woman. I just
Mhm.
think I would just assume that men would prefer a woman that was least as experienced as possible, so that he can mold her into being what he
Least
needs for
experience
her.
with
But I see what you're
dang.
saying. In certain situations, I agree. So I see Jay Stanza. He was nodding his head. What you agree to before I get to the
All
next?
right, I'm not dealing with Jay Stans on this part. Let's go to the next thing I wanted to bring up, right? So let's go ahead. And let me say this too. What I didn't like about this um situation. The panel, look, we had our dissenting views and stuff like that, but it was cool. The chat, bro. These chats be crazy, bro. Like I had to just stop looking at it. That's how I kind of kept going with the conversation. I just said, let me stay out the chat. So I just stayed out the chat. But it was so much disrespect in the chat, bro. And it was so much of instigating in the chat. Like it was like, yeah, this is why I don't do this shit. This is why I've gotten away from doing panels because it's like it's just the whole it's just entertainment, bro, to people. And I'm not really about that shit. Like I'm about really trying to have productive conversations that may make a difference, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So let me do this. Right now, hold on. Let me see. 114. Let me 13. Let me see. I want y'all to hear this question. Let me turn this volume up. My bad. Let me run this question back because I thought this was a good question. So these things that they're oh shit, y'all ain't even seeing it, bro. My bad. these things that they're referring to. So she's asking a question, right? The truth is in the chat. Yeah, the chat. I'll let you know what the page, what the channel is about. You know what I'm saying? That's why I kind of respect. I respected what Kevin Samuels did with his chat. Like he wasn't going for the bullshit, bro. Like I respected his moderation game to the T, right? But okay, so the questions Lucky's about to ask is based off of what this little light skinned little mixed breed joint down here in the bottom right. She was cute too. She was cool, but I felt like she really she missed some shit. Like she was, I don't know. So the question was asked before the Lucky question. But like this question was asked before the question Lucky is about to ask right now. The question was asked, is a man that is in his 30s and no relationship with no kids, is he a red flag? And basically her response, or at least the part of the response that caught me off guard, which made me like push back, because niggas swear I wasn't pushing back at all, was like, she said, if he ain't got a foreign by the time he 30, like he's like a red flag. And I'm like, what, fool? Like that shit was, it just wasn't, it's just it wasn't the best response of the panel. I'm trying to be respectful. Like it wasn't the best response I had ever heard, right? But that's the context to the question Lucky is about to ask, because of course when I started to heat up and like grill what old girl was saying, they jumped in. And you know, I get it. Women just do that shit, bro. Like I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. Women just do that. That's who they are. Like they're gonna defend a woman immediately unless it's just so preposterous that it looks crazy. And I guess looking crazy is subjective to whoever is looking, right? But she's about to ask a question based off of what this young lady said and what my response was to it. So yeah.
These are their requirements. Do they give pushback because they want?
Keisha, hold on. Keisha, on everything I love, it was so many people saying it. Like it was the chat was like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like a Toyota, a Nissan is a foreign. Okay. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? What you talking about now all the time, Keisha? Don't be doing that. What you talking about? What you talking about, woman? Oh Lord. What you mean not all the time? I know you ain't doing what I'm thinking you doing. I know you ain't doing what I'm thinking you doing. But so yeah. All right, so let me run her back a little bit so y'all can hear the question in its entirety. Just a little bit. Let me see.
Is it when men hear women say these things that they want, these are their requirements? Do they give pushback because they want women to stop thinking like that because they want those women, or they give pushback because they care and they feel like you're thinking unrealistic and I'm trying to save you?
They
Watch
want to
her. I
manipulate.
care. Right here. She said they want to manipulate. My goodness. Like she immediately went to they want to manipulate. And she's entitled to her opinion. Cool. But this is what I was saying, like being on this panel. This is why I don't go to the woman sphere or the divester space, because I just don't care to hear bitter women or women that are upset or rightfully bitter or rightfully so feeling the way they feel. Like I just don't be want to hear that shit. So I don't go watch the content. Like I don't jump in the chat saying not all men and not, you know what I'm saying? I just don't do all that. So I don't even, it was just interesting to be in this space with women that think like that. Like it was like, damn, this is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't deal with that shit for real. I don't stay on panels. Like I don't go to panels like that. So like it was like, God damn, like here we go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I felt. Keisha said we don't always stick up with each other. Yeah, I know. But when y'all feel like a woman being like attacked or like somebody coming for her, a lot of the times y'all will jump in and play Clarkeisha Kent. You know what I'm saying? So let's go to it. All right. Hold on. What I agree with this to an extent. Like, let them live their miserable, poor existence and keep it pushing. Like, I wouldn't go that far, but like, let them like if they like whatever they feeling, bro. Let them have it. That's always what I've been on. Like, you won't see me going looking for their content. I might react to their content. Content is content, but you won't see me going at them hard. You won't see me watching out for them. You won't see me complaining, overly complaining about them. You just won't see that. You'll see me break down the subject and move on. Right. Let's go. So let's get back to it. And I actually saw that same woman in the bottom left. I saw her on Daryl channel, and anybody that associates with Daryl gives me a cause to pause. I must say, like, I don't know if I trust your judgment. I don't know. But I was like, I'll give her maybe she was new to the space and just didn't know, and Daryl can be quite charming with his simping powers, so maybe she just fell for it. You know, I give her the benefit of the doubt. And then it was the panel, and the benefit of the doubt had disappeared expeditiously. Okay, let's get back to it. I care.
They full of shit. You could literally.
And immediately they full of shit. They full of shit. Dig that, bro. Dig that 100%. I'm on the same type of time for real. All right. So immediately they bullshit. They want to manipulate. No. And I'm like, I care. Watch what happens when I have a dissenting opinion. This is what they complain about men in this space doing. Not want to hear their perspective in the space where men created the perspective. They have a problem with men not wanting to validate their perspective, right? That's what they've been saying. That's what a lot of them say in this space. It's like we don't have a voice and da 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 da. So when I'm on your panel and you have a chance to be different than what you say the space is, what do you do? Let's see.
Literally have a man that's giving you exactly what you say you want, and they'll be like, "Oh no, you need to change." Like, nigga, no, I don't.
Well, I mean, there are some guys that do that
because they want to have a change.
And watch how I said there are some guys that do that. I even gave them the point. Yes, there are guys that do that.
Answer like I said, like
were you asking or were you just throwing it out there?
I was asking.
I think a broke man would treat you.
I was asking the men, but you know they go.
Okay, right. Okay. I get Lucky a point for that. She called it, made a joke out of it. I respect it. Because I asked the question because it was rhetorical, but I'm glad she answered it. And I was like, she was asking the men, but the ladies immediately answered. Now, has that not been an issue in this space? Do they not complain that men answer questions for them? When they never get to answer a question, they constantly get interrupted. To ask the question is to answer. That's one quote from Obsidian I like. I don't think it's his, but I like the phrase. It makes a lot of sense to me. All right.
Go ahead.
No, I'll just speak for me. I really be trying to put girls on game. You know what I'm saying? Like now I'm celibate, right? But when I was active, you dig what I'm saying? When I was really out here getting to it, when I was chopping it up.
What's all this? What's all the sass, man? What's all the sass, man? Come on, gang. Don't do me like that, bloodbath. Don't do me like that, gang. And the fact that if you get mad at this shit, like, you got problems, bro. You got problems to get mad at this shit. Unless these your people. It's all in jest. I'm okay with it, but it's just I'm looking like I said, I was cool at that moment. I was noticing shit, but I was cool. But when I went back and watched, I was like, Oh shit, it was a lot of little shit. You know what I mean? It was a lot of little, you know what I mean? Little slick shit. You feel me? Look at the faces though.
Put it up with women like promiscuous women, all that. Like I'm really trying to put them on game, bro, because they don't be knowing. Like, and I'm not even trying to take a shot. I mean, it is what it is, bro. But when it comes to dealing with women, bro, like
that shit funny. That shit funny, gang. You hear me? That shit funny. But I really do. Like I'm stamped. Like I'm talking about from stomp down hoes to cool little junks that I done knocked down, or like I be putting women on game, fool, real game, and like it's to the point where the women in my life love me for it. But of course, what this space of women likes to do. They like to like play crisscross applesauce, jump in and out the blocks, you know what I'm saying, on the sidewalk, the little 1, 2, 3. They like to jump in and out of the manosphere to make points. Okay, you a manosphere nigga when you say this, but I'm anti-manosphere because y'all ain't saying that. Like they like to, I even mentioned that on the live. I was like, y'all like to play with that manosphere shit. Like other men don't have a perspective, but they really, that's how you know, this is how I got to the point where I realized it. They're in response, and I just didn't pay attention, but they're in response to Lapeef. This show is in response to the manosphere. Like they trying to get even, gang. This ain't about having meaningful conversation. This shit about getting even, and it's not just them. Like I had posted on my Instagram, like I'm pretty much done with panels. I'm gonna do the ones that I said I was gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and do that. But after that, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much done. Hold on. So, yeah, bro, I had got to the point where I was like, I'm done. She responded to it like, what's up with that? And I was just like, basically like, bro, I actually came to this space to help. And like, I feel like these panels can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I ain't said nothing slick. Like anything a motherfucker gotta say, I'm gonna say it to you. I don't fear none of y'all. I don't know y'all. I don't owe any allegiance to y'all ass. Like so it's no reason for me to lie. Like it's just, bro, I see it for what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna play it again. Let me check. Ooh. Natasha Chocolate Drop. What's up, baby? What going on with you? Glad to see you here. The day is just a little bit better now. I appreciate you. Does that make me a simp for saying that? Probably so. Niggas and fucked the word up so bad, I don't even know what a simp is. But yeah, so let's get back to it.
They don't be knowing a lot of shit. That's what I be meaning by green. Like to say a man isn't a red flag if he has a fucking foreign when he turns 30. Like that's just crazy to me. That's not a standard. That's just like, I don't even know what that is, bro. It's like if he ain't established.
I'm calling shit out for what it is. I'm calling it out for what it is, gang. Like I'm not up there. Like I'm not trying to argue. Like I'm literally having a conversation. I'm not here to be anti-manosphere. I'm not here to be anti-woman. I'm here to have a conversation. And I just started to realize as it went on, it was like, that's not what this is. Let me see. Let me get back to the chat, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Marcus asked, do you believe it's the panels or certain people on the panel? I think it's a combination of both. I think, right, let me say this. Because I come from a city where, you know, the murder rate is high. It's easy to get into a fight. It's easy to get shot. It's a lot of bravado. It's a lot of you gotta stand on business here, right? So if I do a podcast with somebody in person, right, I expect that person or persons is gonna hold more time than not a different energy when they're in your presence. Not because they weak, because this is how you know when people are really goofy in real life. When people overly be tough as hell, it's because they really don't even, like, not all the time, but it's usually because they don't know what the fuck they doing. they usually doing that because it's like a shield or a defense mechanism. Like the people that's really active, like people that really are intentional, like people that are, I ain't even gonna say that. People tend to be more realistic in your face, or they're gonna be more guarded or respectful, right? On panels, it's like it breeds this this temperament of I can say what the fuck I want to say. So that's why I say it's partially panels, and you got people on panels like Humble Dad, right? I like Humble Dad's panels because he conducts his show a certain way, and he has a good group of people, and they all seem to understand adult shit, right? They're going to be respectful. They're not going to be um unapologetically um they're not going to be like stomped down, unmovable on their opinion, and they're not going to be willy-nilly with their opinion. They're somewhere in the middle. Like they have a perspective, but they really listen. They're willing to listen to what the other side has to say, and they do it respectfully. Like if they push back, they're gonna respectfully push back. They're not gonna call you out your name. They're not gonna roll their eyes at you. They're not gonna bark at you. Like it's gonna be an actual conversation. There's not many panels that do that, in my opinion. And I'm tough in my box. Yeah, basically. Hold on, what she said. That sounds like little girl shit. And you're not doing a panel with me and Shamika no more. No. I'm saying I'm not doing live shows where people are not there with me. Right? That's what I mean. And I will still do panels, but like it's gonna be with people I trust to do panels, bro. Like Humble Dad, if I have the time and Humble Dad is like, hop on my show, I'm coming. If Ricky starts doing shows, I'm coming. Because I trust the person that's doing it. If Reckless Ray does more panels and conversations, like because I respect the man, I respect the source. And it's not that I didn't respect, Lucky. It's just like I didn't know. I really don't even like know Lucky as a content creator. I've heard her say some things. I've seen her do some things, but I don't know her like as far as content goes. So I didn't know what to expect. So like I said, when I realized what was really going on, not to say she was mischievous or out of bounds, it was just like once I realized what her agenda was for the show, I was like, okay, that's cool. Y'all do y'all thing. Cause that show gonna blow up. I'm telling you. That show is going to blow up. It's in this space because it's co-ed now. Like it's not even a man's space no more. And they are the opposite of what the space is supposed to be. They're witty, they're clever, they're sassy. They look nice. So it's gonna take off for sure. It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? And most panels in this space are not for me. Let me check out a couple more things and I'm gonna get back to it. It's a really lame way to go about things. The peep isn't productive. Exactly. And they like Island. What is I keep wanting to call her Island Girl cute, but they call her Fig, Fantasy Island Girl. She said in like the little preview, like, you gonna watch her mouth, this ain't Lapeef. And it's like, okay, I get it. Lapeef was on some bullshit for sure. But are you gonna be on some bullshit too because they were? And now we're gonna like it's like the whole concept of, okay, slavery was wrong. Should we enslave white people now? That's always been how I looked at shit. Like when somebody cheated on me, I've been cheated on, well, once. Yeah. That I know of. I never cheated. I never got get back because I feel like the person that gets the get back when it comes to something trivial or just getting get back, period, is like you're worse. Like, and I've been a part of get back in real life situations. It's like, yeah, you're worse because you know what it's like. If somebody gets killed and you go kill their folks or you go kill their person, they kill one of yours, you kill one of theirs. you know what it's like to lose one. So you're making a choice to be worse than them, right? That's what I'm saying. So at what point do we say fuck the dumb shit, right? But let's get back to it.
Established that if she said
Horrible
that, I would have been like,
indicator.
all right, cool. If he ain't got himself in order and he 30 without kids, if she said that, I would have been like, all right, that makes sense. But to say a foreign, bro, like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Like something, anything, show you working for something.
Look at the cap and Lucky. I said it to her. I said it to her. So it ain't no backbite. Lucky so cap right there, bro. Look at her face, bro. She playing to this what this woman's saying, but she know it's just not good, bro. It's like they just encourage, and that's what women do, and that's why when they ask questions like, "Why do men constantly speak on women?" Because other than Sherelle, that I really see in this space, and Courtney, she does. I just think Courtney got burnt out in this space. But they don't hold them accountable. It's a few. I don't want you to hold people accountable for content. Hold them accountable genuinely. Like not even hold them accountable, just like challenge the perspective. Because we all knew what that young woman was saying was it was some bullshit, gang. I just gotta call it for what it is. Like, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. Like, it's crazy to me. All right, now I'm gonna go y'all to this last part, and I'm gonna go ahead and let me see what time it is. All right. We're gonna get active. Hold on. Okay. Now this last part that I wanted to pull up. This was like the nail in the coffin. Like all of my curiosity. I was proven right here. So let's go ahead and go to 3 hours. It's towards the end. 3 hours and 11 minutes. I'm gonna go to 10. And then get on point with this shit. Now look at that. Look at that. Hold on, fool. Hold on. Y'all gotta hear that shit. I gave some real shit.
That I don't understand everything that they're talking about. And usually that's some guy that grew up in the suburbs like me.
What you want to say, Sherelle, and then we'll get to because Sherelle said she got to answer.
Okay, I was just gonna say experience, cause I mean, if you meet a guy at 18, there's people that be get married through high school. All my brothers married their middle school girlfriends, and they just been married. So, you know, the age ain't gonna come because you could be 50 and I understand. So it's just the experience with life. I think teaches your standards. If you didn't already have a family that is still that into you as you grew.
What do you think, Boogie?
Y'all done ran off with this green word, bro. God,
No, it's
but
cool. I'm familiar.
now you
Yeah, when
actually got it
ex-husband
right.
used to call me green, that shit was annoying as hell.
Like what I mean by green, real quick. I don't mean like you don't have street smarts. I just mean you don't know how to operate, bro. Like you're not understanding how to move in a relationship. That's what I was talking about when I brought it up. But anyway, to answer the question, experience. And from a female standpoint, that's why women that have children and
If they had to listen to me 2 hours before this, they would have known that. But they weren't listening. They weren't. Maybe they didn't care to. Maybe they were too preoccupied with something else. There was a lot of people looking down at phones, whatever, right?
and it's true from my perspective. Women that have children seem to be more fit to be in relationships. I know that sounds weird.
Oh Lord. And it's like I wasn't pandering to nobody. It was just like, bro, to men or women, it's like the reason women think experience, and I agree though, but the reason women think experience is like the reason women create standards based of experiences because of what they've been through. Like they basically create a standard off what they've seen, heard, been through, and have done. Right? It's not an age. The question was, do people create their standards off? They was basically saying, do women create their standards based off of age or experience? I said experience. That's why you have baby mamas that are saying, I now want something better. And that makes sense. They're more fit for that relationship mentally. At least they believe so, right? And I think so to a degree, that they are better suited because they've been through some shit and they know what they want. Now, is that true? I don't know. It's my opinion that it can be. But that's how you know I came there to have an honest conversation. I didn't come there to battle and go back and forth. I was actually trying to have an honest conversation, right? But here's where it gets, weird for me.
Weird to some people, but like they go through and more of what it takes. Saying as a youngin, like, so I don't really do that no more. So now I got the experience of understanding like how to move when I'm looking for a wife. I didn't understand that before. I just got with a woman that I grew up with. We had love for each other and we tried to make it work, but it ended up failing because honestly, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. So that's my perspective.
I like you guys' answer.
I like that. Yeah, that was fair.
I'm gonna read the last two. I kind of started to read.
She ended up
$5 super chats.
I can't remember her name. This young lady in the left corner. She grew on me though. I think this is honestly what I think about her just from what I think she's just been hurt, bro. I think she's really been hurt and might not have healed from that yet. I when I say shit like that, I'm not saying it to throw it in your face. When I first went through my divorce, bro, like, and even a couple years after, I was hurt, bro. My family was torn apart. Like, I got used. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, the hurt is like hurt can be justified, man. Like, but I get that from her that she's like has not healed from that hurt.
From Congo English says concur, Joy, love it. And we have another one that says accountability is big of discernment is a big of discernment. Sit in your shit so you don't fart in public. I like that.
What, fool?
All right, y'all. What do y'all think of tonight? Y'all think we had a good conversation? I'm gonna say this. It
was awesome.
I see the men that message me that want to be on the stream. You guys can continue to message me. I really do appreciate it. The goal is to see what men will fold to what we say and what men don't. So today these niggas folded, okay?
Hey, like what?
Did you hear that? Did you hear what the goal was? Did you hear what the goal was? She said of this channel. She just said it. Listen again. I didn't come up with this out of nowhere, right?
In your shit so you don't fart in public.
Listen to what she says about why she made this channel.
All right, y'all. What do y'all
Well, not
think
this
of
channel,
tonight?
but this
Y'all think we had a good conversation.
Listen to what she said about this panel, like why they came up with this panel, this super team, right? Listen to what she says.
Say this. It was awesome. I see the men that message me that want to be on the stream. You guys can continue to message me. I really do appreciate it. The goal is to see what men will fold to what we say and what men don't. So today these niggas folded, okay?
Hey, like what?
Like a napkin. No, appreciate you, Pookie. No, I had a good conversation though, for real.
Y'all judge me. I don't even like
No,
that.
no,
I came with my do-rag.
No.
What they say? They 4-0. They just you can't say I made it up, gang. y'all should know by now. I'm not the one to throw out an accusation without, you know what I'm saying? When I think something, I don't just go with the thought automatically. Right? I look into it. And to be fair to them, I had an epiphany with world class podcast. They had their situation, and it just was like, nah, I'm not really and not to even, it's not the same situation in the way of looking at a panel. Like that's not what I'm saying. It's like just this space breeds a certain kind of conversation, energy, disposition. Like it's something about this space. But you heard her, bro. She said we have made this space to see who's going to basically agree with us, and to see who's going to agree with us and who don't. And on his face, that's not horrible. Like I get that. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to see who sees things from your perspective, right? That's not. But when she said these niggas folded, and then Sherelle said we're 4-0, I was like, oh, gotcha. What Keisha said, oh wow, they played y'all. Damn. So it ain't just me. Y'all see it. Now, here's my thing. I'll give them a little bit of grace because I don't watch they shit. So maybe before they made it, they was on a panel and they just said, we gonna just do. All I'm saying is I don't agree with that. I don't move like that. That's not cool to me. Like I don't fuck with that at all. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect. I was here to do like genuine conversation. Did I want to monetize? Do I want to monetize? Absolutely. But I want to be the group of people or the podcast or the man that makes content that is beneficial and I can make money. I'm not here to just entertain. Like I'm not, like when I think of a subject to talk about or when something comes across my desk, I'm not doing it to be entertaining. I am just entertaining. Like I make people laugh. Like the people in my life laugh when they're with me, bro. Like that's just who I am. I am an entertaining person. I'm not trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to have a conversation that hopefully will spark something in the next man, the next woman, or in the public square that can add another layer to maybe our relationships getting better. That's why I progressed as a content creator. Like I've not been so heavily focused on women. I made a mission to like put men on game, and that's kind of balanced me, right? It's kind of balanced me out when I decided to take that approach. I'm forever evolving because I'm really trying to do something. You don't evolve when you're just trying to prove a point. You don't evolve when you're just trying to highlight what you think is right. You evolve when you're trying to be better. And that's why my content has evolved, because I'm trying to be better. I have a end goal, and that's to see more in black men, like men and women, period. But my goal is to have black men and black women together in a healthy space, not the happy life, happy wife space, not the she gonna be barefoot and pregnant space, somewhere in the middle, gang. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at, bro. Like to hear, I want to just play that part one more time because it really, it kind of disturbed me a little bit. And we had a conversation in the back chat. I can't say what it was, what she said, but because I just don't believe in like airing shit out like that. And she didn't say nothing like nothing egregious. She didn't backbite nobody. She didn't talk behind nobody back. Like, it's nothing like that. I don't really bring conversations in the public, in the private to public. But I will say she basically like doubled down on that. Like she basically doubled down on the fact that what she just said. Like we wanna see who agree with us and who don't. And honestly, this is I think this is get back for her too. I remember her being on certain panels and like leaving the panels because they would get kind of crazy. And I agree, them panels got crazy, bro. Like a lot of them panels we was on together got crazy. But with that said, you know what I mean? I'm done. But this is why I'm not really doing panels anymore. Because I'm just not interested in bickering. I'm not interested in going up 4-0 with women, being undefeated. Like that shit don't matter to me. Y'all here to be entertained. Y'all here to play games. Y'all here to make your money off of. Hey, and it's profitable. Hey man, do your thing. That's just not what I'm on. These conversations matter to me. And I will say, one person I think that this conversation really matters to is the lady in the bottom right-hand corner, Steph into Joy. I think her spirit told me that like these conversations matter to her. And even when she wanted to push back and like get like, she was soft, bro. She was a soft woman. Like she was reserved, but she had her point. She believed what she believed. She said what she had to say. So shout out to Steph into Joy. Enjoyiwear.com. Y'all go check her out. I thought she was, you know, pretty dope. What she say is fucked up. You can say that. What you mean, man? Matter of fact, let me do this. I'll shoot this shit with y'all for about 10 minutes if y'all want to jump on the panel. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want to jump on the panel, you know what I mean? Here go the link right here. If y'all want to shoot this shit with me for a second. I need to go to bed though. I had some clients work that I had to finish up today. Guy that does motivational speaking, I had recorded and edited and basically covered a speaking engagement he had. I gotta edit that junk, chop it up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me get Marcus Evans on this junk. What going on, Brody?
Yeah, what's going on, bro?
Can't call it, man. What's up with it? What you got to say?
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was a great breakdown from you. I don't think you should stop doing shows, man. Like I get why you're saying that because of the breakdown and all that, but I feel like your perspective is still needed. Like you said, you just need to go to panels where, you know, the conversation does matter.
Where do you see that at?
No, that's what you said.
No, I'm saying. What panels do you see where they're having good conversations? Where would you say go?
Well, damn. One of them is like you said, Humble Dad. Damn. I can't really like I don't know if you know him, but you know Philosophical and Ali, right?
Philosophical? You talking about Philosophical? Yeah, I've been on his panel. Yeah, I like his panels too.
Yeah, like you can be on his panel, you could be on Ali's panel, you can be
I never been on Ali's panel though.
Yeah, Ali, he's cool. He's cool. It's just certain people, but he cool. But yeah, I feel like you still do your thing. I feel like you're real needed in these spaces, and you can still grow your channel and do whatever topics you want to do, and from time to time do panels how you do how you want to do it and do it constructive. But I don't think you should stop doing panels though.
I don't.
But I get why.
So I might host a panel myself because I can, you know, control it and kind of moderate it and, you know, bring a certain aura and vibe that I think comes with just me being me. I'll probably do that, but like joining panels, I can say off the top, Reckless Ray in the chat, Humble Dad, and Illa. That's about as far as I'm gonna go. I wouldn't get on Fatties. Not that Fatty. I think Fatty's a smart guy. I just think he's just messy as fuck, bro. Like I don't really like messy. And the fact that Ali is so close to Fatty makes me believe that he might be, but I can't say that because I don't really watch him.
He's not. No, he's not. He's not messy. He's not messy. He's not.
Okay, Ray, what's up, my boy?
What's dude? I'm having a terribly great day.
Okay, tell me about it.
Hey man, Bitcoin just broke its all-time high. I'm rich now.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So
he's a high value man now.
I'm going to be above a high value man by the time this shit's all said and done. It's gonna be great.
Let's go. What you gonna do?
Congratulations.
Hey, you know what? But the thing that I was gonna say was that I noticed on this panel that's an inverse Lapeef, which is equally as stupid, but with women.
I ain't say that.
I did. I'll own that. You guys can come over to my show on Thursdays any night you want and talk money and net worth. Like, let's have the conversation. I just talk about money. But one thing that I'll say is, like, they don't know how to assess value. And the mindset that they have, just like I said in the chat, I understand why you didn't read it because it was a little bit messy. But I'm like, you don't see these chicks nowhere. They're not at 801. They're not at the country club. They're not at any gala that I've ever fucking been to in my life. They're nowhere to be seen but YouTube. And out of the entire panel, the only one that supposedly has a man that we've never fucking seen is Island Girl.
Well, she has a husband, but yeah.
That we've never seen. That's the reason I said supposedly, allegedly.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm not speaking on people's lives, but like what I'm saying is, if you have, this is my question. And like it goes both ways because there's a lot of married men that get on these panels.
Right.
And they're just pissed off all the time. If you're married, why aren't you enjoying the person that you're with? How are you online 24 hours a fucking day and this nigga don't even give you water? Like,
damn.
The fuck? You in there dying of thirst, sweating, shiny and shit. And this, I ain't seen one white hand you a cup. Last time we saw this nigga's hand was when he looked like he was your Uber driver. Like, come on, bro.
True.
Well, I have a question because Pookie Hybrid said something very interesting, and this is a question for both of y'all. I want to hear what y'all got to say.
All right.
Why do y'all think that it's a lick back?
Because that's the way.
Ray.
Oh, that's because black community is fucking garbage. Because we don't actually have a community, so that's how we function. That's the reason we're at the bottom of fucking every metric. We can't work together. Everything's about revenge. These motherfuckers will sit here and they would rather go take down black men than supposedly the white man that's taken everything from, because they bitch about that too. And we do it to ourselves. There's literally no reason for the animus aside from we hate each other. We hate each other so much that like we would rather spend time backbiting and halting each other as opposed to like making forward progress working together, because like it's impossible for us to work together. That's the reason it's like a misnomer to even talk about that. What's going to happen is there's going to be an emergence of a new community within this community that's going to be born out of this community that are people that are sick of the bullshit. And then there's going to be those that continue it and they will breed themselves out and die off alone.
God damn.
Damn. I like that. Damn, yeah. I like that. I like that.
That's why Ray's welcome over here at all the time.
I'm sorry.
No, it's
you know what, Ray? Wait. I'm sorry, Ray.
Go ahead.
I wasn't feeling you when I first saw you at my man's what's my man's name? Black Man Unfiltered, but you're growing on me. But you're a solid guy though. You solid.
It happens. I'm consistent. I mean the shit that I say. At least I got that going for me.
I'll give you that. You had me nervous you had me nervous on certain things, but you grown on it.
Look, I'm an acquired taste, and I know I'm abrasive. Just let it happen. Let the process happen. You'll come around.
Fact,
Mhm.
that nigga is abrasive for sure.
Yeah.
But see, that's what I said. Well, I don't want to say this, and people take it way too literal. I'm pretty cool with any type of personality as long as it's real. Now, I'm not saying
Mhm.
any, but pretty close.
Mhm.
Like Ray's abrasive, but like I say this all the time, bro. I rock with people because they have the balls to be themselves. Like that's what I rock with the most. People that just that's why I like, and this is everybody ain't gonna agree with me, but the reason I have some love for Lil Podcast is because he's gonna be himself. Like I can deal with that. That's workable. But to answer your question, the reason I say is get back in this space is because I remember seeing some of these people on panels, bro, and
Mhm.
getting really frustrated with the fact that it was a male dominated space. And I think that in this space, the tide has shifted because niggas really wasn't standing on their business and holding their nuts. And now women are taking this space over, and they're like, now it's our turn. That's why I say that.
So my question is, I'm under the belief that there's just panels where there's men, and it's mostly men, and these chicks filter into there to get attention and clout. And now they're setting up their own panels. The deal is you don't have to go over there. You don't have we don't have to support it. Obviously, they'll complain about the patriarchy if we don't because they're boring. But it's the truth. Like all of this stuff, and that's the reason. Like when people don't agree with me, I'm like, all of this is our fault. All of this is our fault. Who's propping them up? Who's sending them the cash apps? We are. Who makes who holds up the fucking laws so that they can act the way that they act? We do. We allow this shit. If men collectively tomorrow said we're not going to do this, it's over. What are they going? Are they going to fight a war against us? Like, no. What are they going to do? Like, actually, like in real life, like, are they going to roll up to our houses and jump us? Like, what like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason that any of this is perpetuated is 100% because of us. We allow it. Yeah. We shelter it. We shield it.
Yeah.
We allow the bad behavior. Mm-hmm. We continue to engage with these women. I'm not even saying like put hands on women. I'm saying like me personally, I just don't deal with chicks like that. Period. You don't get the time of day. Like I won't even fuck you. I got better options.
I needed one show. That's it.
The show,
yeah. That's it. That's I just needed one. Like, okay, got it. I don't need the second guess.
Y'all got that. Y'all got that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let me get Alexis from Texas in here. What's up, love? How you doing?
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm sorry to hear about and to witness to some extent because I came in late. What happened? That's mad crazy, especially because there's like if the roles were reversed, it would be like shit fire. And look, that's my countryness right there, shit fire. Like that's what it would be. And so I apologize on behalf of, real women that's like sitting here also in these spaces that is like peeping out the fraudness, and it's like to where that type of stuff like it's so unnecessary. Like if you
going on both sides for sure.
Yeah, but you know what? Because I don't try to get too much on and sorry y'all fixing this thing. But I don't try to get too in on what men are doing or how men should act because I'm not a man. Like I can speak from a perspective as far as like, oh well, I saw my dad do this, and I saw my dad do this, and my uncle, so I can speak from that perspective. But I'm not gonna be like, oh, men shouldn't be out here doing, da da da, because people gonna do what they want to do regardless.
Right.
But I finally like found something that I could, because people been telling me for a long time that I should be doing content or I should do something, and I've been trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and now that I finally found something, it's like, okay, yeah, this is where I can fit in what I'm doing and have conversations. And it's like y'all some non-talented people. I didn't I didn't want to I didn't look,
Bro,
man.
y'all thought I was mean, bro.
Look, I'm just trying to get better. You know, like I was talking to God, and I was like, I'm trying to get better on certain things, just like cussing and stuff. And I'm just like, but sometimes, you know, it's just no other way but to explain it, but using the cuss word. But I didn't want to do that right now. Plus, it's Women's Month. And they just acting up. They women going wild, I guess. And that's and that's so crazy. I wanted to like, and that's another thing, like, cause I'm about to start doing shows, and my whole point was that I wanted to talk from a different perspective. And I remember, and I talked to Black Man Unfiltered about it and how I was feeling about things. And he was like, well, the loud voice, he said the majority is the one that is loud, which is the ratchet females, which is the females that try to up one or all this stuff. That's the voice that is loud right now. And
Sisterhood. Don't forget the sisterhood.
I guess. Then look, the quote, Big Daddy, look, not around my niggas. It ain't my niggas. Like it ain't my niggas. Like, cause I'm over here really like trying to figure out, I was trying to figure out a segue for so long as far as what I could be doing and to deliver content and talk about certain things and things that are important to me. Like the fact that, I had 2 kids with a man that I was with for almost a decade. I don't feel like that I'm just so stupid for staying with a man and investing when we both like were in it and things didn't work out. But that don't mean I'm some like ratchet broad, or I'm like, I don't qualify for assistance. Well, I'll say this: the only assistance I qualify for is childcare, which I'll take that over anything. If a mofo say anything about, oh, you qualify for childcare, I don't care, because I don't know if y'all know how much childcare is. I don't know.
This shit
Look,
ain't cheap at all.
look, you ain't got to give me food stamps. Nope. Yeah, but or anything else, I'll pay for the insurance. I work for a hospital. My insurance cut is decent. You know what I'm saying? So look, we can make things happen, and I'm out here busting my behind, doing what I'm supposed to do as a woman, and trying to stand firm into things. And I gotta witness stuff. Like, I just came over here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, cause look, man, God has been so good to me with helping me out on things. I just got moved to where I'm gonna be working from home, which is so much money I'm about to save in my pocket.
Congrats. Let me
You
get
feel
Marcus in
me?
there real quick.
Wait,
You gonna ask her a question?
Yeah,
Huh?
no, my fault, sister. My fault, sister. But I
No,
gotta
great.
go, bro.
Oh, my bad. I'm
okay.
sorry.
Okay.
I'll keep on
Peace,
supporting you.
brother.
Y'all keep doing y'all thing.
Appreciate you, bro. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out, man.
Be
Oh,
safe.
I already did.
That's what I'm talking about. I was just testing you, cuz. You hear me?
Hey, listen, Pookie, they're not allowed up if they haven't liked the video already. That's the rule.
Hey, rules.
Gotcha. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put that in the
But
chat from now.
Alexis, can I ask you a question? An honest one.
Yeah.
Now, the question is, do you? And I find this a lot because I offend a lot of people. Could you believe it? But a lot of it seems like it's people jumping in front of bullets not meant for them. Like when I like, if I state a standard, I come from a single mother home. My mom actually did it herself with zero assistance that wasn't family based. She didn't go after my biological father for shit, never met the man, and he's never given me a fucking dime. And she actually did it herself. Like, she did do it herself. We made too much. She made too much money to get assistance of any kind. And she was just like, cool, I'm gonna thug it out. Like, I'm not going after this dude for shit. So when some of us like my frame of a strong, independent woman is that woman.
Yeah.
Which means that, like, if you say it, your word is bond. I'm strong and independent. Cool. You fucking got it. Don't ask me for shit.
Right.
You got it, right?
Right. No,
So,
I agree.
So when we're in this imaginary space and we're arguing talking points, a lot of the pushback that you get from the man's side of things is we are attacked for any standard we have. Any of them. We're attacked for saying what we don't like. We're attacked from other men for saying what we do like. You look at a girl and smile, you a simp. Like there's just a lot of attack, and like a lot of the pushback that you see in a lot of the, specifically on these YouTube talking points, are things where we're told what we have to do. Like you've got to go be with a single mom. Successful black man, you are to walk this earth with your head down, waiting to be chosen by a black warrior queen. And when we say no, like, yeah, we're a little bit like no, I don't really have to do that. Like I'm a fucking winner. Like chicks like me. Like, I actually don't. Like I don't have to deal with your attitude. I don't have to deal with you how you are, and it's not my job to change you. But understand that I can go get somebody who's gonna get with the program that I've set up. And I understand it's different coming from me because I'm not dysgenic sitting out here looking like a goddamn genetic nightmare talking about why women don't respect me. I'm just around the ones that do. Like, and a lot of it, I understand it's the messenger that's delivering the message and the way that they're presenting it, because a lot of these same dudes that are dysgenic don't have communication skills and they can't articulate points and they don't speak well. and they're actually the things that women don't want, and they're going, well, why don't you like me? But it's like when I have these conversations, I'm like, look, like I'm trying to give you a perspective. Like the guys who are who actually have access to women and aren't on the panels all the time. Like people ask me to do shit on Saturdays. I'm like, I'm out on Saturdays, bro. Like girls are outside. Like I'm not sitting up here with you on Saturday. You stupid. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm trying to go touch some titties. Like, what are you doing?
At least get paid. Yeah.
But it's I try to give that perspective because I'm like, okay, so like the dudes that you say you want that work out, that are disciplined, that got their shit together, that are trying to help other men do the same thing. I'm like, I understand that you don't like the messenger, but the message is actually accurate for like where these guys are trying to get to at minimum. At minimum, they're going, hey, I'm going to be here and I'm not cashing my chips in because I got a little bit of forward momentum in me. And when I get to that point, these are my standards. Does that, but I don't think that disparages, because like I've dated women with kids. And it's a similar situation where they're like, where did these kids come from? I've also, in my younger days, gotten dog walked around the block dating chicks that literally punctuated every relationship they were in with a kid. Like I've been dumb. I know I don't want to do that, but when you give the context of like where these kids came from, I was with somebody for 10 years, like, okay, 2 kids, that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. It does. It
like
makes
what
sense.
were you doing for the 2 years? Like obviously, like that's basically you're common law married. You were
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. I was investing to this man, like the fact, like I got my tubes tied and I went to him, like asked him, like, dude, is you know what I'm saying? Like we were in this deep relationship. So we were just common law married. But now that we're not and we're going through this, and I'm not really into like even right now, it's about to be 2 years. But for a year and a half, I did therapy.
Yep.
And then, but even now, like I'm getting to know myself as far as because later in the relationship is when I turn my way towards like I'm following Christ. This is where I want to go. Which, by the way, is something that I told him when we very first started dating. Like, peep this: a girl you dating and you telling her, yeah, I want to be with you, and she like, hey, well, if you want to be with me, I'm telling you right now that I feel like God has put something on my heart to say that at a certain age, I'm gonna start following him. So if you down, then you down. But if you not, like, that's fine, because I was still in my 20s and I'm not all the way there, but I know I'm gonna be there. So if you talking together stuff like he was, then hey, let me tell you, this is what it is. If you don't, I wouldn't have been mad if he would have said, "Oh, that's good." Like, that's the point of me telling you. Like, but
Let me ask y'all a question. Kind of shifting it a little bit, because I want the people that's gonna watch, I want them to understand like why this show was done. Do y'all believe these panels, any of these panels, can actually be helpful?
Yes, provided people be truthful. Provided that people actually live the standards that they say that they expound in their boxes. Like, I don't tell people I live in a mansion. I own a home. It's a townhome. It's my first property. I'm shopping for another one. And one of two things is happening this year. I'm either upgrading this one and then borrowing against it to get the next property, or I'm buying another property. Those are the two options. But I'm not sitting here pretending like I'm doing something. I don't sit here and the thing that's messed up is, for my business, for my career, I have access to cars. Like, I could outflex Anton Daniels easily if I wanted to lie. I could go that route. Like, I have access. People are like, "Yo, you want to use a car?" Like, no. And I have those offers because people fucking like me. And they're like, "Hey, I see what you're doing. Like, do you want to use a car? You want to borrow a Tesla? You want to borrow a Porsche? You want to borrow a Lamborghini?" I have access to all that shit. But I'm like, this is where I'm at. Like, I don't care whether you listen. Like, I'm not trying to live here. Like, I have a business and I have a portfolio that's fucking phenomenal right now. Like, my life's good. I live like I'm broke and I like it. Like, I like stacking paper more than I like putting things online to flex for people, but I don't live here.
That was crazy about
Can I interject real quick? Because the main reason why I got up here, because I was actually surprised that Ray ain't telling me to go to sleep. But
you need to go to sleep. I was gonna let you talk since you talking. Like, you seem like you ain't talked today, so like, get it out and go to bed.
Because I haven't. I've been working to get, like I said, and then with me going home, it's with the company I've been with for the past 2 years. So I'm just getting to be remote now. But I wanted to, because Ray, like, I'll be watching Ray, and also a point to when you say, like, some of these panels you just have to have discernment and know, like, what you need and what you're feeding yourself. Like, and I want to give Ray his flowers, because when I first met Ray, I subscribed to his channel and I was watching his videos, and he was talking about the Cash App borrowing thing. And I kept checking it, because at first it didn't let me do it, and then after a while it started showing up and let me do it, and I built up to where, like, it lets me borrow. So, like how you were saying, it'll keep giving you all that. And I've been watching Ray. I'm like, that's like, yeah, some of these panels are helpful. Like, I want to invest. I'm a mom. I'm thinking about, like, and that was another thing. Like, I didn't want to not be with the man that I had kids with. I didn't invest and get my tubes tied and make all these, like, to not be with this man. But like, my mind is, okay, Ray, I'm about to be 38 in September. I want to invest into something for the work that I do. So I want to go, I'm thinking about getting, well, not thinking, I'm going to get it certified in medical billing and coding. Right. And I'm not about to go back to school and get a degree. Everyone said, you should know. I'm about to be 38. I got 2 kids that I'm gonna have to invest into something for them. Why would I put an extra burden and bill on myself when I'm trying to get more money to put them in?
Yep.
What kind of sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? When I'm making decent money right now.
Well, the thing that I'll say is, in regards to that, and I mean, obviously the manosphere is probably going to try to murder me for this, but it's how you carry yourself. All wives are found, and I said this on the panel last night. If take heed, and I'm not speaking ill into her relationship with her king.
No
disrespect to him, but if that does, because the only way that's going to end is like he gonna be gone. she would not have an issue getting remarried because she is a woman and she carries herself as such. There's value in that. And I understand that you could look at this and go, like, I have grace for chicks that are in their 20s. They're gonna be stupid. Like, they're gonna be knuckleheads. Like there's some chicks that I run around with now.
Lord
that I'm
have mercy, you just
streets.
my soul.
Yeah, that are in their 20s, and I'm like, you a little knucklehead. I'm gonna give you some grace.
Right.
Now, the older women, you do not get to act like the 25-year-old. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you don't have that grace. Your value is you know how to act already. like you ain't coming in here 30 plus to get trained how to be with me. Like, if you don't know how to be with a man, we are not aligned, period. Because like, I don't have the patience with that, because I'm like, you should know better by now. You're an adult. You are an adult. Like, you
heard
over here. Yeah. Like, I'm like,
you heard me say the green shit, and it was like, y'all really sitting here acting like y'all don't know what that shit mean, bro.
Well, it's because Tez, because they look good. They think they can go out like that. And I've dated older women that are like that. And I'm like, you get one date and I'm just never gonna talk to you again. Like, I'm gonna not fuck with you.
You're gonna see what's up, bro.
But you know what? And I don't be trying to, like, I ain't gonna, because I'm a realistic person. But I'm not gonna act like I'm no Beyonce, if that's the bar as far as beauty. But I'm a good looking woman, and I do benefit from pretty privilege at times. But I see no benefit of that in my age, as far as trying to act like I don't know what is what.
Yep. Alexis, I'm gonna give you some free game. My wealthiest client in the business that I've worked in thus far is a billionaire, certified billionaire. You are 8 times more pretty than his wife, and she's mean. Like, easy. Like, that's the thing these people don't understand, and that's the thing these manosphere guys don't understand. Like, the dudes that actually like run stuff, that like make your policies, that tell you where your kids can go, that keep you from driving in their neighborhoods with gates and shit. They ain't dating club thoughts, bro. Like, they're not marrying them either.
Bro, hold on.
You go into these houses, these people are multimillionaires, and I'm not gonna say that they don't have beautiful wives, but like, it's not what. And honestly, when you deal with somebody who has a truly beautiful wife, it's because she is a wife, dude. Like, it's like beyond the looks. It's like you go into this house,
happens to be beautiful.
Yeah, like you go into this house and you're like, I understand why this woman.
There we go.
Like, she makes it. Like, I have a client. They're my age, and this dude is so much wealthier than I am, and it's so inspiring. But like, him and his wife and his wife's assistant are all the nicest people I've ever met in my life. They're both just warm, welcoming. They actually care. Like, they're like, how are you, and want to know. Like, anything that they can do to be of assistance. Like, dude will give you game. Like, hey, how does this work? Like, during COVID, when the truck thing was going, he like broke down the whole trucking shortage and all that stuff, and was like, cool, like, you might want to look at this, and this is what I'm doing. Like, this is how my company's staying afloat. Here's some ideas for your business. Like, they're just warm and welcoming. And his wife, who is beautiful, no disrespect to them, but he picked a beautiful wife. And she's also the nicest person I've ever met. Like, she's not walking around acting like a 25-year-old. She carries herself like a extremely well put together. Think Princess Diana.
What annoys me about this space, like, what really annoys me about like some of these panels. I said it on the show. I didn't play that part, but I said like too many guys are reading a book trying to tell you what a woman is. And it's like, I'm not saying the book isn't helpful. I'm not saying you can't look at stats and kind of come up with a determination of how you can move. I'm not saying that. I'm saying when that woman has an attitude and you don't know why, the answer is not to walk away and say, well, fuck you. It's like, you might want to chill and you might want to try to get to her later. Like, a book is not really going. I'm not saying it's not a book that won't say it, because there's probably somebody out here that'll fucking chat GPT the book and tell me that it is out there. But for the most part, a book is not going to tell you how to deal with the upset wife, because it's probably something you did and you can fix it if you just be patient. Like, but a book ain't gonna tell you that. And that's, to me, that's what this space is in a nutshell. It's book reading, encyclopedia, spelling, fucking, like, it's like they look at life like it's supposed to be something versus what it is.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
that's
they're not testing. I mean, literally, the founder of the Red Pill said it's a praxology. You're supposed to read the book and then go test the stuff and see what works. There's no contact, because they're all online screaming about it all night, every day. Like, if you're always, and that's the thing that, and I experience this too, is if you're on here too much, it fucks with your head. Like, it just does.
You have to step back, gang.
Yes.
You have to step,
yes.
bro. I swear, bro. Like, cause I went through it. Like, I've said this before. Like, this is a space that you visit. This is not a space that you stay.
Right. Like, I mean, I'm starting to see it. So like, you're oh no, Tez is friends with me on Facebook, but like a lot of these conversations that we've been talking about for probably a year are starting to hit people that I know in real life on Facebook. And they're starting to have these, and like, people are like, I'm not going to be friends with you. I'm like, I'm telling you, dude, like, you're not going to like where this ends. Like, we've already had this conversation. Like, this is what it is, dude. Like, I know it's new to you,
right?
But like, we've been talking about this shit for a year. Congratulations, you old geezer on Facebook. You just now found out about it.
Right.
And you try to give them the cheat code. You're like, hey, here's the answer to the question. Like
I be wanting to ask. I might do a poll. How many? Well, now I can't do a poll because they'll lie. But I was gonna say,
100%.
How many of y'all have fucked the woman that you really wanted to fuck,
bro, or a woman you really wanted to fuck? Let's go that far.
Like, you got to start there first, right?
Any of them, you get one. Have you gotten one ever, bro?
You can't. You're not qualified to speak on certain things if you haven't, because you don't even know why I asked you that. Like, bro, you don't even get why that's even a question to ask you.
Well, I mean, I'm like, if I've seen you on a panel on a Saturday night, bro, you're not qualified to talk to me about shit. You single and you sit at home Saturday, bro, arguing with people.
You ain't making no money. Like, that's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
Or at least trying to build a platform. You're not doing nothing. You just
feel like, bro, you'd rather scream at people than touch titties. That's wild to me. Like, you'd rather be on a panel screaming at men about how they simps.
Bro, a nigga called me, bro. It's so crazy. I got a short that I did of Kevin Samuels, and I was like, what Kevin Samuels fans and Cowboy fans have in common. And
bruh. Thinking they're gonna get it one day.
bro, like, it's like, bro, I wasn't even dissing Kevin, and niggas, they just saw the title and jumped in. Bro, stop simping, bro. Y'all have ruined the word, bro. Y'all have ruined the fucking. It had meaning at one point. It has no meaning now.
No,
it's crazy, bro.
No,
it's crazy.
Well, it's and then like as the generations like roll through, and like you start seeing these, and the thing that's weird is it's almost like these talking points now have a life of their own, because like you see them flow through people groups.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, like, this just got to you, like, oh god, like, you're gonna be upset for like 3 months. And then like there's dudes that I went to school with that like are influencers on Facebook now, and I'm like, I know, bro, like, I'm like, I know how soft you are, but like, he portrays himself a certain way.
That shit
crazy. And like he's on some like hardcore red pill stuff, like, I'm on my own, dude. I'm like, bro, you are 5'2". Shut the fuck up, bro. Like, ain't no camera angle gonna fix that shit. Like, I've known you since you were a little kid, and I tricked you into drinking mud out of the puddle, bro. Like, don't fucking talk about this stuff, because you ain't him. Like,
you're not him, bro. And it's
Hey,
okay. You don't
but
have to be. Go ahead, Liz.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to say because and I know Ray gonna fall through because Ray like the big brother and he be talking mess to me, but he look out. You feel me? So he gonna fall through.
Mhm.
And that's why I don't be getting mad. Like I don't see how people get mad about I guess they have soft feelings. Like I be telling people, like, man, my dad was he loved his girls by the way that he does for us. Like I'm about to be 38, like my dad still does for me. Like and he's my only living parent right now.
Right.
But also but my dad talk yeah, he give me the girl talk and but my dad will cuss me out. Didn't I motherfucker tell your ass not to be doing that? My dad cussed me out.
That's gonna be me.
Man, but I got thick skin though. You know what I'm saying? I got thick skin though from my dad talking to me like that. Cause I also know that's discipline that's another thing some people get it twisted. Discipline is also a form of love.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm when I hear certain things and that's the thing, I don't be trying to seem like I'm pandering because that's the word that they give us as far as like we trying to or be a chameleon. And I've explained this to people so many times. I'm like, I don't understand how people think that I'm a chameleon or whatever or pandering when I grew up in a 2-parent household.
That's because
When
they
my
hate women.
parents
They hate women. You don't even have the conversation. Like, dude, like literally,
what are you
like,
talking about?
if you're a dude who's so damaged that when a woman says something nice to you, you just like, I hate you too. Just log off,
You've
bro.
been in this space too long if you're doing that. That's what it we just talked about it. You've been here too long. Get out, G. Get out of there.
But my show is gonna be once a week. I can't do it. Like I'm finally found something that I felt like I could do consistently to be able to have conversation. And also being a mom and being able to have a come up on something that was a blessing
Hold
and
on.
for
What
me,
they say on your name at the bottom?
Chief's Kingdom.
Hey.
Get y'all the fuck out of here. This is crazy. I just realized what was going on. Like, she been up here for 30 minutes with a fucking Chiefs Kingdom at the bottom.
When you and Tez come up, you going by the stadium.
Oh my goodness. That's another reason why I can deal with Ray, because that's like listening to my uncles and them and like
Jesus Christ.
So
now we're gonna wrap this shit up. Give me y'all
that's
y'all
crazy.
final thoughts, bro. Yes, it's crazy, but I have to.
Yo, but no, hey, CJ, if I reach out to you, I'm telling you, my show gonna be different, and we gonna have I'm gonna have products and stuff. I do reviews, and I'm gonna be doing reviews on different products and things like that, and have conversation in between. I'm legit trying to do a different. We ain't with all that yelling, and we ain't doing all that trying to be on some other mess. Nah, have a grown folk conversation. What are you talking about?
Okay, cool.
You feel me? I'll wrap it up with my final thoughts saying, hey, my cousin, she just did her last year as a cheerleader on the Chiefs team.
See, you just wanna fucking play with me, don't you? You wanna test my gangster. Lord have mercy. Now I'm misogynistic. Thanks.
Oh my god.
But it's for the girls. It's for the girls.
My girls are cheerleaders
It's
too.
for
My
the
little girls.
girls. It's for the girls, though.
She
It's for
won't
the
speak them,
girls.
but
Hey, but thank you for letting me up. And for real, I want you to be able to fall through and feel comfortable in that space. I'm telling you, we ain't with that. We ain't with that.
for sure. All right. What is it gonna be? Alexis from Texas? What is it gonna be?
Oh well, of course, I'm gonna be the host, Alexis from Texas, but it's gonna be called Vine and Things.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Dope.
And so, like I said, I'm a reviewer. I do item reviewing for Amazon, and I'm The 16th is my first show, and it's going to be called Lady Love, and I'm gonna be reviewing these heels that I got from there, and just talk about things that we as women or ladies love that makes us feel feminine and makes us feel ladylike. That's the conversation.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that sounds dope.
And look, we cut through it, and the heels is cute. The heels is cute.
What color are they?
I have a red pair because.
Yep, that's red. That's Chiefs.
Look, and I was just about to say that too and be like, man, I don't want to say it, but he know why I got the red pair. He know why I got the red pair. And then a pink pair, a nice little. It's like a champagne pink. But yeah, so and I got two friends of mine. I got two friends of mine coming through. We gonna talk and have a conversation.
Okay. All right, Alexis Mateus, get your chiefing ass out of here. Have a good night, Lil.
Bye.
All right. Ray, final thoughts, boss.
Bet. I got this. I'm gonna be succinct with it. Be clear with my thoughts. First and foremost, shout out to Pookie. Great platform, great man. The fact that y'all tried to get a gotcha out of my boy is lame. Y'all lame as fuck. Lame as fuck. Like apparently we all liars, but y'all up here doing the most in the most non-productive way. Like we're not moving the needle forward. You're staying exactly where you're at. That's the reason all you look exactly the same as you did last year, which for some of you, that's good. For others of you, not so much. But
I've been in the gym, Ray.
It's not exactly. We making improvements. We making improvements. We got to move forward. So at some point, this has to stop. And I'll tell you what, gentlemen, it ends when we say it does. And this isn't necessarily about shaming the dudes that want to engage in the fuckery. It's about holding the standards that you say in these little boxes because what you say matters and what you say influences people. And unfortunately, it seems like the women and these dudes who say this outlandish shit that they don't actually live up to in these little squares don't understand that. Like you are affecting people's lives. Everything that you say, I get it. It's entertainment, but it's entertainment. And then somebody falls off a building and deletes themselves. And then it ain't entertaining no fucking more. What you say matters. The internet is also forever. Why would you want to be out here performing like a minstrel forever? You a forever minstrel. Congratulations. Like, I hope you feel good about yourself. Your ancestors are going to be so proud because there's going to be documentation that they don't come from shit. Congratulations. Lastly, buy Bitcoin and stop being dysgenic fucks. We're all going to the gym. Go to the gym. Take care of yourself. Take care of your finances. Take care of your families. Peace.
God damn. All right, Ray. I'll let you, bro.
Peace, brother.
That's why I like Ray. Like it's, it's like I'm not gonna ever stop a man from his opinion. As long as it's not some, really, really, really weird shit. And Ray is not that guy. Ray is peculiar black man. I've had conversations with him several times offline. Matter of fact, Ray, I'm gonna have to call you tomorrow, bro. I'm gonna call you tomorrow because, I got my LLC with my photography / videography business. I got a couple questions for you that I ain't gonna put out here. Maybe I'll do it later. You know what I'm saying? But I'll call you though. And Mills, glad to see you pull through. I'm about to wrap up though, but thank you for coming through. It's crazy. It's crazy how me and Mills met. We kind of had like some disagreement in the comment section, and then you know what happened? What happens is we showed that we were adults. She said something. I responded respectfully. She responded back respectfully. She saw what I was as a father, and she said, "Damn, that's a good man right there." From what I can see, just that simple. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to M Mills, and now she has a wrench because of just I give wrenches to solid people. I don't care if you promote links and stuff like that. People I rock with, you get a wrench with me. That's just how I look at it. But all in all, bro, I brought this to the front. I put this out here because you know, as a man that I really I need y'all to understand this about me. I really care where this country goes. I really care about black relationships because I have never seen consistently more than maybe 2 or 3 couples that are black succeed. And that could be my environment, probably so. But that's where my fuel comes from. And I pour it in the fire and I just keep it going. So it's like I said, this wasn't for me. Now some people had, Ray had his shit to say, Alexis had her shit to say. They can speak for themselves. I speak for myself. I don't have a problem with y'all. Personally. I have a problem with what these platforms do. I didn't like Lapeef, and I didn't like what I found out that show was about last night. It's the same thing. I was entertained by Lapeef at one point, but I started to really listen to what was being said and what was being done and the disrespect that and I see Lapeef all over again. Oops, I ain't hit the mic. But I see Lapeef all over again with some of these channels. And I have gotten to the point where I'm just not doing that shit no more, bro. Like if your panel is not thoughtful, if your panel is not meant to get us in a space where we're better, then I'm not rocking with it, Just what it is. And really, I'm over panels. Like I'm not saying I won't ever go to any other panel, but for the most part, it's a wrap. If I ain't been going to your panel and I don't stamp you, like Ray is stamped to me. Humble Dad is stamped to me. Philosophical so far is stamped to me. I don't know him too well, but me and bro talk so much behind the scenes, bro. It's like he's just a solid guy. You know what I'm saying? And I see how he run his panel. Like he ain't for the BS, but he has thought-provoking conversation. So that's what I'm about. Thought-provoking conversation, not provoking, not negative provoking, not I want to get the worst out of you provoking, but the best out of you. I want to teach you something. I want to learn. I watch people like Ray and I learn. I watch people like Humble Dad. When I come on a panel, he'll tell you. When he invite me to sometimes I don't even want to go to his panel because the intellectual standard is so high. The experience is so high. And that's just me thinking like, I got to be better. And he assures me every time like, no, bro, you're qualified to speak on it. But that's the type of people I want to be around, bro. Those are the type of conversations. And I noticed that those channels just don't get the big views. Fine. But I'm going to change that, though. Because if you see some of my pre-recorded content, matter of fact, tomorrow, 5 p.m., there's a hour-long conversation that I had with 2 ladies in my city and my partner, K. Woo. The ladies were Miracle and Taylor. They were cool, That was all right. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to be on what I drop tomorrow. It's an hour-long premiere starting at 5. You dig what I'm saying? So I'll be in there. Y'all jump in that premiere chat, you know what I'm saying? And drop a like for me or, talk a little shit, you know what I'm saying? Then tomorrow, after I drop that, I'm going to is it Lady? Okay, here she go right here. Dating to marriage support. Is it Lady DTM though? Is that what it is? But I've been on a panel with her. Philosophical. I've seen her on Lapeef. Married woman. Like that. Her and her husband be doing their thing, so I rock with them. So I'm gonna be on their show tomorrow. Well, a part of a panel that they're hosting tomorrow, and I'm dropping a premiere tomorrow. And the day after that, I'm dropping another pre-recorded video. And the day after that, I'm dropping another pre-recorded video because we don't play games, we don't bullshit, we work, my nigga. You deal what I'm saying? And she said, "Lady Di, got you." You know what I mean? So, hey man, we're gonna get up out of here, but I appreciate everybody for listening. And I hope the people that hear this and may not like this, but can respect it, I hope y'all understand that I'm just about us actually being together, bro. And if that's not what y'all on, hey, that's your prerogative, but I ain't trying to debate with you. Y'all can have that shit. Gang.